We're done in the woods for today. It's the 14th, January 14th. So during the day we're in the woods, and then at like 5 o'clock once it's dark, and it seems to be getting later every day, so pretty soon it'll be like spring again where you're in the woods till 7 o'clock. But at night we come in here, we have plenty of projects. Parts are ordered for the two from the other video, the John Deere and the 674. But the plan with this truck is we're pulling the sliding kit off. So we pulled the 2 pins off the back. So the sliding kit's coming off, and then we're slapping, or we're pulling the piston off too.
No.
You're not gonna pull the piston off yet?
No, I'm gonna make a bracket, so we'll leave the piston on
Ooh,
it,
big
so it
one.
stays in place.
Okay.
I don't want to pull the piston off.
Normally we have to pull the piston off,
That's
but
gonna stay on.
I guess
We're gonna slide this off, and we're gonna make a bracket from here to there on both sides, so it holds it in place.
you hear it from the big man himself.
Exactly.
Did you talk to HR about that decision?
No, I didn't.
Anyways, we're pulling this off because we're gonna put the 5th wheel on, and when we got this truck, it was a 5th wheel truck, had a sleeper and everything, and the frame did get extended. I don't think very much. I think
No, we had the 5th wheel.
yes, but the frame didn't get extended very much. I think they just straightened it. So we've done it before. The bolts are still here, the holes. We put the
8 or 9 years ago, we ran the 5th wheel on
8 or
the
9
truck
years ago, before we bought the Black Western Star.
for a winter, I think. It was a winter.
Yeah, we ran the lowboy with it. So the reason it's going on is because Furry's truck is our only tractor trailer truck right now. That needs to get a clutch done. It needs a little bit of framework.
Yes.
I think that's it.
Yeah, but still.
But it needs, and it's gonna be out for a while, and we still gotta be able to move the excavator around and run the big trailer for getting sawdust if we want to. We do use the Freightliner sometimes, but it's just a lot less. So we're gonna get this going, and maybe in the spring, we're keeping it quiet right now, but maybe in the spring this might not even get the sliding kit if everything goes right. That is for a future video. Maybe some people can guess. But yeah, maybe this will stay on the sliding kit.
Okay, so right now, we're taking this off to put the 5th wheel on. She's off. And this is the 5th wheel.
You think so?
Marcus, you gotta hold the camera up though. So it's been a little bit in a dirt mound. Are you trying to eat and hold the camera? Yeah. Let me hold this still. You know, we just cleaned this floor.
Right?
Pulling all these hoses off because we measured,
I think it's a 7.
and this is just
That's all.
right here. It's fine, but in the back it sits a little too high,
7? No.
and it won't sit low enough on the frame. So we gotta pull it off so the 5th wheel can go over top of it. So they're pulling the hoses off. It probably will never go back on because all these pipings were used for the Husky tank. Now for the Diller, it only takes 2 of them, and then you need the inside 2 to run the box. So we're gonna run 2 pipes on the side down, and then
Inside the frame.
inside, and it'll work. when we got the black Western Star, the fifth wheel was bad, so we pulled the fifth wheel off this one because we weren't using it. Because the black Western Star used to be the trailer truck till we bought Ferdies, and then we switched the fifth wheels out. So this one we have to replace before we use it. You can see it's bad. But the best part about all this is Christoph and Ferdy put it on this frame backwards.
I think we did. We weren't paying attention. We just slapped them over.
This is actually the back.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe it really won't unhook going up a hill now.
No, once that bitch is hooked, she's hooked.
That's Christoph, he's using ear protection. Can you just believe what he's about to do then?
Right.
He goes, my ears are plugged. I don't need it. I was like, put some damn earplugs in. But what he's doing is using the air hammer. And yes, this is a half double frame truck. So the rear half, I'll show you in a second, is double framed. So the front isn't. But you know, anyone that's been around double frame trucks and anywhere with salt knows that they start rusting and spreading. But I mean, this truck is I think a 99, and we've never had anything issues with it. It also doesn't.
I can't hear you talk.
It doesn't run in the winter much since we've ever owned it. It will this winter a little bit, but we keep it out of the salt for the most part. But he's going through with the hammer and just beating this rust out. That way it doesn't keep spreading. And maybe do some underneath. And then on the fifth wheel here, he got this off this morning. He's making a mess. But we'll clean it up later. But we got to get a new fifth wheel since this one's junk and was on backwards. A new air piston, that's seized, new springs. But the bushings are still good and everything else. We'll make sure it slides. But yes, you're good to go.
All set?
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll slide it forwards another 6 inches, and then we'll see what happens. Be easy with 2 people, but Andreas is gone. He's getting sawdust, and we'll finish this up. So we try putting it on, but I think the frame, after so many years not having it on there, spread a little bit. It just does not want to go on. So I'm gonna take it back off. I'm gonna cut the fifth wheel off, the 90, and I'm just gonna move it over, set it into place, and re-weld it right back on so it works a little easier. There's no sense of beating the shit out of it.
Well, I guess if you only did it once.
If you only did it once, not a big deal, but if you
we're planning on taking it on and off
once in a great while, so yeah.
We got Christoph cutting those old welds off. He's using face protection. He's not using it in the darkening lens one, but at least it's something, right? Look at that. Oh, I heard it pop.
Right?
Right there was a train torture.
Yes.
Our amazing torch lighter is another torch.
Okay.
And then the string is to really make sure we don't lose it. Well, while he's working on that, oh, I had a burp. I gotta put this tightener on. We found it in the front room. When we did the alternator last year, we noticed the tightener was weak. It's not bad, but it was a little rough. So we ordered that, so I'll put that on. But right now I'm gonna pull the starter off. I think the solenoid's going on it. So we're gonna get that looked at. And we'll slowly work at this. That 74, as soon as we get this truck out of the way, we'll pull the 74 and then we'll put the 200 there, and then we'll bring the 74 back in front of it. So the main problem, normally when they do this, It's not good. So that's the main nut. And when you can, I guess the camera's not, well, the AC lines are in the way, but it's turning. Normally it's not connecting good in there. It was also, what other truck had that? The Black Western Star. This nut was doing that, and it wouldn't start anymore last year half the time. You'd have to pry on it sideways to get it connected in there. So we'll get that fixed. Told Christoph to open the damn door up. Look at it, you can't even see. So damn dusty from all his grinding. Anyways, I got this ready to come out. This power is live because we may have sparked a few things. Good. And yeah, you can see there's oil there. We're gonna order the return line gasket for here, and then maybe, well, not maybe, we are gonna replace this pipe right here. It's the same tube, it's the return oil for the turbo, but get that fixed. That'll fix this oil leak. Christoph is tacking this down. He's got 4 bolts in, so that way it's sitting where it's supposed to be. And now he's welding this in. And then once everything's welded or tacked, however he wants to do this side, he'll take it off and he'll weld the underneath that you saw him torching earlier. I think I was recording that. I don't remember anymore because half the time I'm back there or here, so I forget what's recorded or not.
I welded up the 5th wheel. That's all set. I just gonna need some help. You can see the weld marks on one side. I did the other side already too. But I gotta need some help after. So I was working on the piston. I'm gonna drill. I made this. I'm gonna drill 2 holes right there on both sides. Then the piston can lean against it.
Oh, nice.
So we'll strap this against this, and that way we don't have to take the piston off the whole.
Well, I'm back from the woods. My camera's being dumb, so we'll see. This thing is giving me headaches, beyond headaches, but we'll see. Christoph was doing recording, and then he said it shut off.
Fucking thing was a pain in the ass.
But, well, I might have to grab a different battery again. But, did you tell him the pricing?
No.
So, this is the old 5th wheel that came off this truck, because the 5th wheel that was on here before was off of the Black Western Star, because when we got that truck, that one was bad, but this one was always good, so we switched them on the plates, but then we took the 5th wheel housing off of the Black Western Star to make it a sliding kit. So now we're taking it and putting it back on this one because we priced the new one. They're saying like $1,600 for a new 5th wheel, and I think 4 or 5 years ago we paid like 4 or 5 years ago it was like $400 to $500, and now they want $1,600. We're not paying that if we don't have to, so we're gonna put this one back on and make it work for now because he's doing so good. That's all in the legs. We're gonna put that back on there. Marcus is gonna throw this outside. It's still good and all, but it doesn't go on this truck. It goes on the Black Western stuff. Marcus is hauling this thing out. He's gonna put it back to the side where it was for the last couple years. Professional operator right there. I just got back from grabbing my the new battery for this thing. It was in the house, but Christoph's ready to put this back on. We're gonna deal with the sliding piston stuff later. Right now we want to just get everything working. 1 second, we're gonna here. 1 second.
Yeah, down. Slowly.
Easy now, Christoph. A little bit of patience. I love the hammer. That's
Nothing, that's all. Now back up.
okay. He's basically a little punch will slip it back.
Pick it up a little bit.
But he wants to get this thing going and ready, so we'll be able to. Right now it's sitting, probably gonna have to sit all the way back most of the time anyways, just so it clears that. But we will get the stuff to get that fixed at some point, just not today. He did get a little catwalk thing because we only had this still, but we wanted to close this up a little bit. Christoph found one for free, right?
It was.
A little bit of wheeling and dealing.
Hey, it's not good, but it works.
Yeah, Marcus, you want to show him what you were working on earlier on the tractor? He is working on this thing. He saw a little oil leak. He wants to get that fixed, he said. So you want to explain to him what you were doing?
I took down the lights like a little maniac.
Can you explain why you were taking the lights off this thing?
Because Dad wants them off so we can put LED lights on it.
Yeah. So we have 8 right now. So it's going to get all 4 back ones. And then it's going to get the step light right here. And this light right here. So it'll do 4 in the back, 4 in the back, 4 in the back, 4 in the front. And then we'll go with that. And then the top 4 would be a different kind to change out, not the same ones we have there. And then you can get these 2, our dealer said, but they're very expensive. So we're gonna go with doing these 8 right now. You think these will be a little brighter?
We tried it on the John Deere.
Was it brighter? On the John Deere?
Yeah, why?
I'm just messing with you, Marcus. That we're not putting LEDs on because you could buy almost all 4 top roof ones for the price of 1 LED compared to getting just 1 normal one. So we are staying with normal for now. Marcus right here is going to be our helper, right? You going to be the helper?
Kind of.
He did the big work. That's what he's going to say. He took the lights off. But I do got to put new holding brackets on because, I mean, fairly smaller in size. But what I do have to do is I do have our heat gun. I'm going to cut these fittings off, not fittings, connectings, and wire them onto the new one. That way it can just plug and play on all the wiring harnesses. So it's going to be a little bit of work. It doesn't just snap on, but it's not the end of the world. We have this heat shrunk together. That stuff is not getting any water in it, and it is sealed up good. So now this, I just gotta get this, the brackets changed out right up here. I had to get this big bracket off, put the little one on, and that can be changed over. And the reason we're changing lights is not just because we feel like it, but all the glasses, you see that? This one fell out already this year. I found it on the side of the driveway and I slapped it back in, and then this one fell out too. I could probably pull it out. Oh, Marcus has it unhooked, but that one fell out. And I found that also, I think on the side of the road. So we're not just changing the lights out because we have to buy new lights anyway. So I think half of them were junk. So since we're doing it, we're gonna do the majority of them because it's all coming. So we're not just changing lights because we feel like it. The lights are bad. I just got it bolted on. Marcus is starting the key up, and I told him he could be the first one to turn the light on. So turn it on. You think it's bright? Do you think this will help Daddy plant straighter rows? You think so? Does he make some crooked rows? Do you want to say anything that he can't hear right now? Anyways, you can turn it off now. I mean, once we get most of these lights done, we'll turn some lights off in here. Or we'll turn the lights off when we do all 4 back ones, then you can really tell. Because Marcus already unhooked them, so I can't show him a before and after, can I? You were determined? Oh, we got this one done now. That one done. Marcus, that's 2 out of 8. We have 6 more to go. You ready? Which ones do you want to do next? The ones on the other side? So the front's done? Okay. You can turn the power off so the lights are off.
We still have the front top ones too.
No, we didn't get lights for those because those are different. These ones sit on a bracket like this. Those ones are special. They have to go in the housing. So you'd have to get special ones.
Yep.
We didn't get those. Getting the back ones on. So that's still the old one. That's the new one. I mean, the camera don't even like it. One bit. The top ones are going to be weird because the brackets that come with them aren't going to mount up, I think, very good up there because it's like an L drop. I'll show you when I'm up there, but it's a drop down thing, so I might just use washers up there to make the old ones work. But these, I just drilled the hole bigger because all these are is a rod that goes through our bolt. So I have to use that size bolt because it screws into this. But I'm liking these lights. We'll show you Christoph's situation here. Wherever he ran off to, there he is. You're good at blowing?
Yeah. Gotta be good at something. I think this one.
So this is the oil ports and electrical plug-in for the trailer. He is making brackets so that this holds, and their oil hose plumbing I think is already in.
Yeah.
We're just going off our old valve bank and then plugging off what we don't need right now.
All of this is just in the side of the.
Yeah, we left everything on here from the trailer, but we zip tied it in the frame, so some of it seized, so they had to get it working again, but the air stuff was stuck. Christoph has this made. He showed it, but the camera was shutting off, but we just got to get it strapped now up top. That way we don't have to pull the piston on and off. Well, it's like 7:30. We got the bottom two on. A little bit of motivation. The top two, I thought I was going to be able to just use washers. It's not going to work. The light fixture is deeper, this back piece. So I got to like make two brackets, weld it up, and it'll work. And that'll work for now. I'm gonna turn the light off, but we are done for today. It's like 7:30. Christoph is almost done.
Yeah, I just gotta.
You should paint this. That's gonna
paint some black, I guess. I'll get the hooks for that.
And
And hoses are all there. Catwalks all there.
we used to use the plastic ones, but they snap when the winter comes. So we switched to the rubber hoses.
They look nice, and you run it right through the wiring.
We get the longer because we have the shorter one right here, where the neck of it. It's only like a foot long. This one right here is almost 2 feet long.
Right up
the neck, so you can hang it up there, and then the twizzle starts.
Yeah.
So you gotta order these because Napa didn't have it in stock, but he can always get them. But that is the end of the video, I think. Thanks for watching. Till the next one.
Is that what it's called?
Peace out. Garrett wants to say something?
I got nothing.
All right, see ya.